This is how my skin looks now, and this is how my skin used to look 4 days ago. And today, I'm going to share with you how I healed my skin barrier in just 3 days at home with minimal products. So, a couple of weeks ago, I had COVID. I had high fever, extreme fatigue. I haven't felt this sick in a long time. I couldn't get out of the bed for 3 days straight. I couldn't even comb my hair for 3 days. And of course, any kind of skincare is out of question. After I recovered a bit and finally was able to move around after 3 days, the first thing that I noticed was that my skin looked terrible. Just to clarify, the footage that I showed you at the beginning of this video was taken at the week after my recovery. But I still didn't have the energy to film, edit, and release a whole video. So I'm releasing the video now, but the footage is from before. Anyways, the symptoms of damaged skin barrier that I noticed were: first, my skin felt extremely dry. My lips were literally hurting when I was trying to speak. Second, my skin, especially around the cheek area, were noticeably red, as if I was wearing a blush. Third, I felt my skin hot even when I was touching it with my bare hands. And I noticed slight burning sensations around my nose and lips area. I knew that I had to act first, otherwise I'm gonna suffer with my skin for a long time. So I'm going to share with you what mistakes to avoid when your skin barrier is compromised like this, what tips to follow, and the products that work like magic for me. So please watch the video till the end. The first step of repairing your skin barrier is identifying the cause or the trigger. For example, in my case, I knew that it was triggered by my illness. But for you, the reason might be different. Your skin might get irritated even if you're trying out a new product, or you're trying out multiple products at once, or you're using strong actives like vitamin C, retinol, too frequently, or you've been following a complicated skincare routine like a 10-step skincare routine for a long time, or maybe you've been under a lot of stress recently. So just stop, take a moment, and think about what might be your cause behind the compromised skin barrier. Understanding the trigger is very important because only then you can address the issues or avoid them in the future. Next step is to take a break from your skincare routine. Stop all the actives, all the exfoliants, all extra steps. Don't even use your sunscreen unless you must go outdoor. Even if you are outdoor, it's only for a short time period like 10 to 15 minutes. I would advise using an umbrella or wide brimmed hat, sunglasses, and scarf to cover your face instead of using sunscreen. A very common mistake that I see people make, a mistake that I myself made in the past, is that thinking more is better. But when your skin is in this state, less is actually more. So I maintained a very minimal routine during these 3 days. Gave my skin to heal itself, and that really did the trick. So what did I use during this period? My skincare routine to repair skin barrier. The first step of my skincare routine was cleansing, because of course I had to clean my skin before I put anything else on it. But I only used a cleanser at night and washed my face with lukewarm water in the morning. I skipped double cleansing because I didn't want to take any chance with the oil cleanser when my skin is in this state. Instead, I picked a super gentle cleanser, which is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, because this is one of the most gentle non-irritating cleansers I have ever used. It doesn't strip my skin out of essential sebum, which is very crucial when your skin barrier is damaged. I also kept my cleansing time very short, like 10 to 15 seconds at most, and was very careful while massaging my face as I was trying not to put much pressure on the skin. In case you don't have this specific cleanser or don't like it, I have some other options for you. For example, Aveeno Calm and Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser, Beauty of Joseon Green Palm Refreshing Cleanser if you want Korean option, or if you have super oily skin, the Hada Labo Gokujin Cleansing Foam. Next step was slugging, which basically means putting a lot of moisturizer on your face, almost like a mask. In the morning, I did slugging with this super famous barrier repairing La Roche-Posay Cica Plus Balm. I put it on multiple layers, of course, with gentle hands. My face definitely looked whitish, but I couldn't care for that. A few other restorative and berry repairing moisturizers are Aveeno Shikaflet Restorative Protective Cream, Estura Atobaria 365 Cream if you want Korean option, CeraVe Moisturizing Cream as it contains ceramides which is very good for barrier repairing. At that night, I used Vaseline, yes, pure petroleum jelly for slugging. I took pea-sized amount and then used dot methods to spread it gently over my whole face. Then I checked if any other area of my face felt drier. Then I used a bit more on those areas, like around the nose and upper lips. A lot of people ask me whether Vaseline would clog their pores or they need to use a face wash in the next morning to wash off the Vaseline. The answer is no. You don't have to. Vaseline doesn't clog pores. I explained it in my last video. And you won't need a face wash in the next morning if you're applying just a little amount like I just showed you. Instead, you'll wake up to this beautifully moisturized, hydrated and glowy face in the next morning. Just this simple routine made a huge impact on my skin overnight. My skin was not burning anymore on the day 2, but it was still a bit red and still felt dry. So I carefully introduced a third product, which I would say is completely optional for you. And I would say only add if you think that your skin can handle it. So the third product was Hadalabu Gokujin Hyaluronic Acid Premium Lotion. This is basically a serum with 7 different hyaluronic acid. It's super hydrating. I used it once in the morning before I applied the Shika Plus balm. At the night, I again applied Vaseline. By the way, I used the Vaseline that was free of any artificial color, flavor, or fragrance because I didn't want to take any chance when my skin was that vulnerable. And you can see how revived and glowy my skin has started to look again. So this is how actually I healed my skin barrier at home in 3 days. Just with 3 products. But I want to add a few bonus tips for you before I end this video. Number 1, just as you saw in the video, a simple skincare routine can also be very effective if you know the purpose of each skincare product in your routine and if you add them according to your skin's needs. Number 2, skincare alone is not going to be the be-all, end-all for all your skin problems. You still need to have a balanced diet, enough sleep, and manage your stress. I hope that you learned something useful from today's video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe because this really helps my channel to grow. See you next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Don't forget to love the skin you're in. This is Diba signing off today from Diba's Quest.